Bangkok High School. Author's POV. I bet it's Becky this time. No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be Freen. Who are you guys betting? Give me the name and how much you want to bet. The hallway becomes a chaos with the students betting for who's gonna be the top one this time for their final year exam before they move to senior year. Move. The results is here. The school informations board are now filled with a numerous student curiously looking at the results of their final exam, looking straight towards the top one. Fuck, there goes my money. Dude, I told you, it's gonna be her this time. Why am I so invested in their exam results more than mine? They started to leave the board before doing their own things. The girl started to running along the hallway as all the eyes quickly followed the figure before stopping in front of the information board. Please be me. She closed her eyes for a moment, praying before opening it, looking at the results. It was silence for a moment, everyone still looking at her. Fuck. Senior year. Author's POV. Freen opened the locker, putting all her things inside before leaning her forehead on the locker, cursing silently as she turned around just to meet with a pair of eyes. Holy shit. Hi Miss Top 2, she smiled, a teasing smile making Freen rolled her eyes in annoyance. Stop it Nom, don't ruin my freaking mood this morning. Then I will do it in the afternoon, Nom replied, letting out a laugh making Freen slightly pinch her back. Freen then closed her locker, grabbing her bag. She stayed there for a while looking at the people walking past by who silently taking a glance towards her with a smile. They couldn't help but to admire the girl. It was a normal thing for Freen. Come on, it's our senior year Freen, let's be happy. Can't you believe that we gonna graduate? Damn it, finally school will be over, Nom said, but then two guys came before hugging Freen tightly. Aw, my Miss Top 2 is her EE. Fucking hell, get off me bitches. Freen punched their stomach making them groaning in pain, slightly coughing. Our Miss Top 2 is not in the mood guys, Nom teased again. Stop calling me that. Freen huffed, crossing her arms, rolling her eyes as she can feel herself getting hot by all the teasing. Taking a deep breath she slowly exhaled. Your punch still hurts as hell Freen, Billy might need to carry me to the class. Wait, you and Hang are in the same class again? Nom asked. Yeah. I can't never get rid of him, Billy stuttered. I thought we were brothers, how could you? Hang dramatic ass hugging Freen tightly, faking his tears, crying on the shorter girl's shoulder, but got pushed by Freen again and again. It's been a while since I murdered someone, Freen mumbles. The guy immediately pulled away with a cheeky smile. Nom, what class did you got? Same class as Freen. They nodded their head before looking at each other. First class, not surprised, Billy said, nodding his head repeatedly. Freen Sarocha Chankuma, one of the best and top students in Bangkok High School. A very competitive person and will prioritize school more than herself. Currently in her senior year along with her closest friends Nom, Hang and Billy, they will be graduating this year. She is just a normal girl with a rich family background. Her father and mother are a surgeon in Bangkok hospital. Being an only child, she's used to be alone all the time, knowing how busy her parents get. But that doesn't mean their relationship is not in a good term, Freen thought at the first time. Her parents gonna force her to continue study medical after she graduated high school, that's why she have been studying hard since freshman year. Surprisingly, she is free to take whatever courses she likes, that's why she study even harder now and wanted to prove that their decision won't go waste. Are you really that frustrated for getting the second place? Freen, that was already fucking awesome, you know? You maintain the top 2 and top 1 for the whole junior year, your rank never dropped, Billy said, still amazed with his friend. Do you know how much that top 1 mean for me? But that Armstrong girl just ruined everything, Freen mumbles and closed her eyes. Did you guys plan this or what? It's like you guys are taking turn in getting the top 1. In the midterm exam, you was at the first place and she was in the second place, but now in the final exam she was the one in the first place. I can't understand how smart people work, to be honest, Nom stuttered the last part, shrugging her shoulders. Freen bit her lower lips, still thinking what she should do. Whatever, I will get the top 1 in the upcoming exam. I gotta secure my spot as much as I can this year. Please don't talk about exam on the first day of school, my brain started to get hurt, Freen, Hang replied, squinting his eyes while massaging the bridge of his nose. Speaking of exam, there she is, Billy pointed. They turned their head towards a group of friends walking on the hallway. Every eyes went towards them, especially for Becky Armstrong. Dude, holy shit, she's getting prettier now, her hair is longer, Hang nudged Freen who are looking at her bag right now. She turned her head, looking at the girl who are currently being admired by them. Freen scoffed and looked away again. At least her Dora the Explorer hair is gone now, Freen mumbles loud enough for them to hear. That's cruel, her short hair was not that bad, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘 said, patting her arm. Whatever, I'm going to the class now, Freen said, walking away from her friends, leaving them without looking back. Freen, wait. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 shouted. Freen ignored the voice that had been calling her, as she looked at the clock, currently showing it's almost 7:30 a.m. now. Good morning, Freen, a few junior, greet her with a smile. Good morning, Freen smiled. It's getting normal to Freen, the junior admire her for all the good grades, and she even have a fan club at the school. She is lucky enough to not be that kind of smart nerd because of her pretty face along with Becky Armstrong. They called them a beauty with a brain. Freen walked into the class as her eyes on her. In Freen's mind, they probably talking about how Becky Armstrong suppressed her in last year's exam. How dare you left me? 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 huffed before sitting beside the girl. You're slow. You are just mean, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 said, making Freen let out a small chuckle. True. Freen took out her books before wearing her glasses again, looking through page by page. Her brain instantly refreshed as she did some questions. Have you seen how happy she is earlier? I guess she's in the good mood, not like that one person. I wonder if she's gonna be in the same class as us again. The taller girl immediately looked at her. I'm gonna jump off the bridge if she's really in the same class as me again this year, Freen stuttered. Suddenly, the girl she's been wanting to avoid walked inside the class. Morning, everyone. Becky greet everyone happily as their eyes met each other. Fuck. Freen cursed under her breath. Which bridge are you gonna jump into? 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 whispered. Hey, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆'𝑘. What do you want, Dora? Becky sat in front of her table before looking at Freen, who having the annoyed look on her while she just teasing her with a smile. Come on, my hair is long now. Stop calling me that, Becky said. Whatever, it's up to me with what I'm gonna call you. Meanie, by the way, aren't you gonna congratulate me? You know, I got the first place on the last final exam, Becky proudly said, flipping her now long hair. Who? Freen asked. What do you mean who? Who asked? Freen let out a small laugh before looking at her book again, solving the question while Becky gasped before slamming the table not too hard, earning the attention from the taller girl. So rude, huh? This is how you want to play? Becky asked, pointing her finger to the taller girl's face. I'm not gonna play with you, Dora, because I know I'm gonna take that place again, Freen said, confidently looking at the girl in front of her. Becky slightly chuckled before leaning closer to her face, as they are having a staring contest right now. Not even the people around them could stop what they are doing, knowing how much they hated each other, including 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈, who are running away from the situation. Let's see, I'm gonna make this year as your living hell, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝑘. Oh, mark my words, I'm gonna make yours even worse, Dora. The smaller girl grit her teeth before walking away from her table as she looks behind again, shooting the death stare towards the girl while Freen did the same. Weirdo. Freen mumbles, rolling her eyes. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 finally sit back beside her before looking at Freen. Are you guys declaring a war now? Yes, I swear to God she is getting on my nerve now. She doesn't know who is she messing with. Fuck, Freen whispered, softly tightened her fist. Suddenly the atmosphere become quiet. She looks in front and saw the teacher already arrived as everyone stand up. Good morning, Mrs. 𝖊𝖆. Good morning, everyone, sit down. So as everyone know, you guys are on your senior year now, and that's mean you will be graduating soon. My hope for this year is for all of you to work even harder now. I can see a lot of familiar face in this class. Freen spacing out, looking at the ball pen. She have been thinking about earlier. Every time she remembered Becky, she can feel her blood boiling inside. Gosh, that Dora the Explorer. Freen mumbles, closing her eyes, letting out a deep sigh. Right, Free? The girl startled and looked up just to see all the eyes looking at her. Freen speechless, no words coming out from her mouth. Oh, why yes. Break stuttered. It will be okay for them to ask you anything related to study, right? Yes, sure, Freen replied, smiling awkwardly. Wah, we have the top 2 students in our class. I hope both Freen and Becky could guide your friends right here. Mrs. 𝖊𝖆𝖈 said, smiling proudly. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 looked at Freen, holding herself from laughing, making the taller girl nudge her arm, glaring as she closed her eyes in embarrassment. Becky, on the other hand, looked behind and slightly scoffed before mumbling. Weirdo. Becky mumble. Who? Who else am I hating in this class, Iron? Of course, 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝑘. Sorocha. Your greatest rival, Iron said, chuckling before looking back, taking a quick glance to the girl behind. I don't understand, why do you guys hate each other so much? Then, don't. Stop talking about her, it's annoying, Becky replied, rolling her eyes. Rebecca Patricia Armstrong, or should be called as Becky Armstrong for short. Holding the ranking of the top 2 smart students in every exam along with Freen. She is also a very competitive person, love high school and also a social butterfly. Becky have a lot of admire no matter what gender are they, but never been in love because she prioritizes her study more than everything. Her father and mother works as a lawyer, coming from a very rich family but really down to the earth. Becky wanted to follow her parents' step in becoming a successful lawyer like them. She have one older brother who are currently studying business in England. Becky scoffed and looked in front before letting out a deep sigh. Staring at the blackboard as her mind is flying somewhere, thinking how to get rid of that girl. After recess time, we will be having a club selection. Since you guys are a senior, please guide the freshmen. You can see in the informations board where all the club meeting will be held. For those who want to change the club, please refer to the teachers that are handling them. Good luck everyone and have a great year. You may leave for recess now, the older woman explained. Thank you, Mrs. Pawn. Iron, what club are you in? Becky asked as they stopped beside the informations board. English club. Becky turned her head towards the girl, surprised with the answer. Huh, really? That was so English of you, Becky chuckled as they leaned on the wall, not wanting to block the way. Gosh, you know I love English, but, damn it, Mr. Kirk is the teacher. He is so fucking boring. I wish my English is as fluent as you. You are lucky that you are mixed, Iron stuttered and slumped her shoulders. I could teach you, just change your club. How about Noe? What club is she in? Becky asked. She's in the English club too. Tisk, that's why, lovebirds, Becky mumbles loud enough for her friend to hear. Well, just tell me you are jealous. Aww. Don't be sad, princess, you will find someone soon, Iron joked, scratching Becky's chin like a cat. What do you mean? I'm not interested for that. My goal this year is to study hard, get a good grades, and went to a good university. Wider. Becky loves interacting with people around her. MHM, the school top 1 students, is in the music club, huh? A voice suddenly echoed beside her, making herself startled with the contact as she turned around just to meet with an annoying smirk. What do you want, Freen? Becky huffed. Freen shrugs her shoulders, crossing her arms, and leaned on the wall. Just wondering which club the top 1 student is in, Freen replied, chuckling. You admit that I'm the top 1 student, that's new, Becky said, slightly smirking. Freen scoffed bitterly before walking closer to the smaller girl, looking intently towards the girl for a second. I'm just letting you using the title. Before I took it back, Freen whispered the last part, slightly leaning, making Becky step back. You are so full of confidence, huh? You really think I'm gonna keep quiet, 𝖗𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖈𝖆? Well, you just declared a war with me, so I'm just following the flow. Dora. Becky furrowed her eyebrows as she tightened her fist, trying to calm herself down from attacking the annoying girl in front of her. I think you should change your club to the drama club, Freen suddenly suggested, tilting her head to the side as her eyes went up and down looking at Becky. What is that? Freen leaned even closer, going straight beside Becky's right ear, making the younger girl slightly back away in surprise. Because, you are such a drama queen. Becky then stepped on her foot as Freen groaned in pain, closing her mouth from screaming. Becky immediately pulled away after she satisfied. Serve you right, 𝖗𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖆, this is how you want, right? I'm gonna follow your flow. You dash. Excuse me. Move, I have an important announcement to put at the informations board. Becky and Freen quickly look at the person who's stapling a piece of paper as they immediately look at it. What's that? Freen asked. Freen, there will a selection for the new school council president. If you guys want to try, you can give your name to Mrs. Pawn, he said, slightly blushing before quickly walk away. Looking at each other, they can read what's gonna happen after. Freen stood up straight before looking at Becky coldly. You know what I'm thinking, right? I know you will join it, Freen spoke, making Becky look at her. Then? That's how it works, you know? You can't stop me either, Becky replied. Okay, then, let's see who's the loser, Dora. Do we have a deal? Yes, we have 𝖗𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖆𝖈𝖆𝖈. Then they quickly walked away from each other.